Hi there, Salty Beard here. My name's Rob. I'm your host on Salty Beard Bikepacking. As my subscribers that I do have so far have noticed that my previous videos haven't really been in front of the camera talking that much. It's not normal for me, so I've decided to do a little something for you guys. I've had numerous requests to find out what's in my bag, so
What's in my bags?
before we dive into the bags, quick little rundown of what's here. Front waterproof bag has water filtration, dehydrated food, electronics. In here, all of my sleeping stuff. Yes, all my sleeping stuff is in there. I'm a hammock user. Up front, things that I need access really fast. Tire plugs. Gotta grab those fast when you blow a tire. Water, first aid, knife, bear bangers, things like that. Phone goes right in here. If I get into some really berry area, I turn on the tunes and I start singing, because then no one wants to come around. In here, spot, munchies, things like that. Personal items, tools, camping stuff. We'll find out what's in this happy bag later. All of my tools and bike fix stuff is in here. And in the back, we've got things that I don't use very often, like spare set of clothes, then my cook stuff, compressible food type things, and then compressible clothing on the end, including the things that you don't like to pull out. Rain pants. Rain jacket's always on the top. I find that on the West Coast, it rains, and then it's sunny, and then it rains. So I want quick access to this. On longer trips, I put a set of little slip-on shoes on top of this because I like comfort when I get into camp. Before we get started, just a reminder that you can go into the video descriptions and find links to pretty much every item that I have listed here. So let's start at the front of the bike. I think it's pretty smart to have a 100% waterproof bag at the front. So I opted for the Revelate Design Egress bag. Inside is my MSR 4-liter gravity filter. It may be bulky for some people, but I like the ability to draw water when I get into camp and still have water when I pack up in the morning. In general, I keep electronics and cameras such as GoPros or a gimbal for quick access in this bag, including a good-sized power bank. For some reason, my bike light mount always ends up in the bottom of this bag. All of my sleep system is compressed into one single dry bag, which consists of a Hennessy hammock, synthetic underquilt, a down overquilt. Don't skimp on suspension straps. Get good ones with daisy chain holes in them. You'll thank yourself later. 4 extra carabiners, an inflatable pillow, and yes, even a nightlight. I have quite bad shoulders, and I find that a correctly set up hammock is just amazingly comfortable, but I'll save hammock tips for another day. In my cockpit area, I've got a double set of Revelate Design mountain feed bags, and these are my go-to bags for anything I need quickly. Inside those, you'll find a buff neck warmer, first aid kit, and a knife in a secure, locked sheath. Mine is a modified dive knife with a sharpened tip. Always carry a good, loud signaling whistle and some flares, also known as bear bangers. Also within easy reach, I carry sealed medical latex gloves should I need to help somebody else on the trail. I also carry some automotive grade gloves that I use to work on the bike. And make sure you keep those tubeless tire plugs within easy reach because you never know when you're going to have a blowout. I use my phone for photos and music, so having it up front is perfect for me. And obviously, a couple of water bottles stuffed in there. My top tube bag basically contains munchies, my Spot GPS beacon, and a lens cloth for my glasses and my camera. I keep most of my tools and my spare parts in my Revelate jerry can. With my bike-specific multi-tool, I carry tire boots, CO2 for seating tubeless tires, tire levers, extra chain, master links, nipples, etc. I also carry a proper chain tool, an extra derailleur hanger that's specific for my bike, and a valve core remover. Ironically, the tube patches that I carry seem to always get used helping strangers along the way. I also carry spare valves, as I've had one of these get snapped off from an evil stick one day. And don't forget a set of spare brake pads, because I've found that a brake pad failure usually happens halfway down the most awesome descent you've ever ridden. Moving down to the frame pack, I'm always amazed at what I can stuff into this little porcelain rocket bag. Make a point of carrying extra Ziploc bags. These can be used to seal food-related garbage that you need to pack out, or separate soggy clothing that you can't dry out right away. Carry extra zip ties for weird little repairs, an extra lighter, and personal biodegradable wipes. Check out the travel aisle in Walmart and you'll find mini toothpaste, mini shampoo, even mini deodorant. I also carry a variety of ointments and preservative-free eye drops for those dusty days on the trails, and I also carry tent pegs for my rainfly. This brings me to insect repellent. I switched to wipes a couple years ago. These are easy to apply, they don't leak, and you can bring just enough for your trip. On longer trips, more than 2 or 3 days, I'll bring chamois cream with me. I've learned to never leave my chain loop behind because I hate a squeaky chain disturbing my nice solitude ride. And don't forget to bring spare batteries. These ones are for my spot. I also bring charging cables for all of my electronics, and I always bring a multi-port USB block because I never know if I'm going to stop somewhere that I can plug into a wall. I rarely ride at night, but when I do, I want a good light. My Phoenix can run 20 hours at 400 lumens. Don't forget your eating utensils. I've heard too many stories of people forgetting their spoon. Although it's extra weight, I still carry a good multi-tool, and I prefer the original Gerber with pliers. In case you need a clothesline or some rope to hang your food, bring some paracord and an extra carabiner. It's always good to carry at least 1 tube of electrolyte tablets. A little trick with your tire sealant, wrap the bottle with some Gorilla tape that's already pre-cut to the width of your rim tape. And lastly, some insect bites can just be plain old irritating, so I carry Afterbite with me. Moving to the seat bag, mine is a 16-liter Ortlib waterproof bag, and it carries all the things that I really only want at camp. Starting from deep within the bag, I carry extra underwear and socks and my only spare tube. I bring a pair of casual pants and quick-drying sports shorts for swimming that can also double as cycling shorts if I need to. Casual long-sleeve shirt for that rare pizza night out. On trips where I know I'll be showering, I'll usually bring a small travel towel with me. My cooking setup is pretty standard from what you see nowadays. It's a combination of compact nesting titanium cups and a lightweight LPG stove. It may be a small item, but a food scraper works great at getting that overcooked oatmeal unstuck from the bottom of your only pot. Make sure you bring enough stove fuel, and also know where you can buy some along the way should you need to. You can bring any hand pump with you, but I find a small compact version that has a gauge on it is excellent. I bring a bigger camp knife with me. It's a great addition, although it is a bit of a weight penalty. All these items are kept tightly packed in the bottom. It allows me to put lighter compressible items near the end, like leg warmers, a high-vis cycling vest, rain booties, and my puffy jacket. As I mentioned before, I strap my rain jacket on the top, and then on longer trips, I bring simple boat shoes as they're cheap, squishable, and unsuspecting for that pizza night out. This brings me to things that are just attached to my bike, such as extra spokes that are taped to my chainstay. I carry bear spray in a water bottle mount. I would strongly suggest that you go online and take an online bear-aware course. This covers a great deal of bear and animal behavior information and how and when to use bear spray. My arm warmers tend to just stay tied onto my handlebars. This year I started bringing a camp chair with me. Might be a luxury item to some, but I'll tell you, after hours in the saddle, it sure is more comfortable than a log or a rock. This brings me to what I wear. I use cycling shoes that are designed for walking because any good bikepacking trip wouldn't be complete without a little bit of pushing uphill. Where I ride, wearing a helmet is a law. For everyone else, it's a personal choice. Thin merino wool socks are even good in the summer. They keep odors away. Cycling liner shorts paired with casual active shorts, topped off with quick-drying type button-up shirt, is a perfect combination. If you tend to sweat a lot, opt for the Halo brand of headbands and caps to keep sweat from your eyes. Don't forget good eye protection. And lastly, a good pair of gloves. Again, thanks for watching, and remember to like, share, subscribe, click on those notifications so you don't miss the next installment, and we'll see you around.